Let's go over what's in my Griddle 101 ebook. I'm going to go through the whole book. The sun's kind of in my face. We're going backwards. Okay, table of contents. All these links are clickable. They'll take you to the very specific recipe. Thank you page, printable top 30 recipes, and all the recipes printable black and white for a cheaper printable version. I did the top 30 I printed for like 10 bucks. Then we jump straight into seasoning, cleaning. There's a video link on every single one of these recipes. So there's a video that goes with the recipe or with the instructions, like on seasoning. There's step-by-step instructions with pictures. Hopefully that's helpful. Cleaning and seasoning, frequently asked questions I get a lot. How to remove rust. If you get rust, you can use a pumice stone or a wire wheel. Most of the time you want to use a pumice stone, that's quicker and it's a little easier. Step-by-step instructions on that and the video link as well. How to prevent warping. They don't warp very often, but I warped mine. It's usually when you get it really, really hot, and then I put on 5 pounds of frozen beef, partially frozen, and you shock it. So just warping section. Oil. I go over what oil I like to use for seasoning and cooking. It has nothing to do with health benefits. I don't touch any of that. I'm not qualified for that at all. It's just what I cook with, take it or leave it. And then I go over the different like animal fats and sesame oils, a finishing oil, butter, ghee. I have smoke points on this oil smoke point chart. I just try to give the information. I'm not telling you what oil to use. Frozen food, you can do it. Some work better than others. Tater tot hash browns are great. Do those. Deep frying, I don't really do that anymore. It takes too long, but you can do it. I have the instructions in there if you really want to do it in a cast iron pan or in a foil pan. Accessories, I only got 5 accessories in here. Well, tongs and spatula and squirt bottles, and then 5 accessories I use. That's it. I don't work for these companies. I'm not trying to sell you a bunch of accessories. I just tell you what I actually use. This is just from my experience. Temperature is really long. It's a long section. I don't think people touch on this enough. I probably touch on it more than people would like. I have the cooking temperature for the surface temperature, the internal temperature of the food, how to get your griddle to the right temperature. Don't go by the knobs, don't go by low, medium, high, because different griddles in different parts of the world will get to different temperatures. So I always recommend getting a thermometer. People that watch a lot of my videos are probably tired of hearing it, but I really think this is the most helpful thing. It's what I learned first when I managed a diner in the Midwest called Bob Evans. Preheat on low so it doesn't warp in. You don't shoot the temperature too high. Creating zone cooking. Toast test is really good to kind of figure out where your hot and cold spots are on your griddle. I'd recommend that. And like, yeah, I just go over temperature a lot. I think it's important. So there's videos attached on this as well. Cooking order. I learned that at Bob Evans. Basically, you just cook whatever takes the longest first. So potatoes take the longest, cook those first. Eggs take the shortest, cook those last. And then my top 10 with links to jump to it. So you don't have to search through the ebook. You can just jump right to my 10 favorite recipes. Now we're on to breakfast. Okay, eggs to order. I go over this. Eggs can be a little tricky, but this is how I was taught to do them at Bob Evans. I go over the different ways, and temperature is very important on that, and kind of how I do eggs. A full breakfast. This is self-explanatory. Top 10 griddle meal. Everybody loves it. Everybody loves it, right? Irish breakfast, same thing, but you got like some beans and soda bread in there, so it's worth trying. A bunch of pictures because it's got a couple steps in it. It's got a little bit to it. Camping breakfast is super simple. It's like a lot of non-perishable stuff. Southwestern hash is my most underrated recipe. It didn't get a lot of views, but I thought it was great. Sweet potato hash, ham and sweet potatoes in the morning. Can't go wrong with that. Sausage scramble is a super simple recipe, great for beginners. And then we move into like some potatoes. Home fries. I probably have too many potatoes in here, but I'm gonna cut those down to like one recipe. Really just put the potatoes down and don't touch them at like 400 degrees. Hash browns, I got smothered and covered hash browns in here. But yeah, I'll probably cut it down and add more recipes. And I always send out an update. I didn't say that. I always send out an updated version. If you bought it, you'll get an updated version for the foreseeable future until maybe one day I decide not to. But right now I've been sending it out for 3 years. So cinnamon rolls, you can do it. I don't do it as much, but it's good for camping if you want to do them. Breakfast tacos is the sausage scramble in a taco with a hash brown, delicious. Go over how to use the metal egg rings for eggs and omelets. If you buy those, basically you just want to let them preheat on the griddle, squirt some oil on them, and that way it won't stick. Fiesta mix is my copycat of Bob Evans Border Scramble mix, what they got rid of and I thought was the best thing on the menu. It's fantastic on an omelet or in a burrito. Go over a diner style omelet if you just want to do that. If you don't want to buy egg rings, you don't have to. And I kind of have different step-by-step of that. And then I have like 3 or 4 omelets. Again, eventually I will take these down to like one recipe and just give you the different fillings once I find other recipes that are worth being in this ebook. I have 101, but I've taken a lot out that over the years I was like, I don't make that as much. So I'm not just throwing recipes in here to throw them in here. It's stuff I actually make on the griddle, and I think you and your family will too, not viral things. Hash brown omelet is amazing. You must make that. It is just like a garbage can diner omelet. So good. Pancakes, just a generic pancake recipe. Just if you're a beginner, you're starting, even if you don't have a lot of cooking experience. Same thing with banana walnut French toast. I mean, I try to keep it as straightforward as possible and go over everything. Challah French toast is fantastic. That might be in the top 10 soon. I might kick something out. Bananas Foster's pancakes, don't eat this if you're diabetic, a lot of sugar. Crepes, these were great for Valentine's Day for my wife. Pancake and crepe filling, this is so simple. This is such pudding and cream cheese is so good. Pancake art, if you want to go that route, make some stuff for your kids. I had some fun making this for my 4-year-old, especially the Rudolph pancake at Christmas time. That is a must make. You must make that. I highly recommend it. Lazy gravy, which is just a packet of white gravy, and then you make sausage on the griddle, throw it in there. Breakfast crunch wrap turned out way better than I thought. I did not think that would make it in here, but it did. BLT&E, add an egg to your BLT. Get some Texas toast, make it. A lot of Texas toast recipes in here. McGriddle with Johnny. Hopefully I don't get sued for that one. The John Connor bacon sandwich, that might be from another famous fast food. Egg McMuffin. Okay, some of these I took some liberties on. But I think there's some good breakfast sandwiches you might want to. Oh, that one's from Burger King. Okay, so they're all good. Give them a try. Please don't sue me. Steak and eggs, always a good thing on the griddle. Gotta love that. Smothered sausage sandwich. These two sandwiches, that's like smothered covered. Hash browns, sausage. This one is a bacon avocado one that my wife really likes. Both also on Texas toast. The breakfast quesadilla, make yourself a dang quesadilla, Napoleon. Corned beef hash, love corned beef hash. This recipe I tried 3-4 times to get it right, and I think I have a great one. That's definitely not a McDonald's breakfast burrito that you meal prep and put in your freezer. Big breakfast burrito, there's a lot of egg and bacon and potato inside a burrito, can't go wrong. French toast sticks, my son loves dipping them in the syrup. These also you can meal prep, and they're great for busy weekday mornings. Burgers, chicken. Oh, there's just a picture, time to drink. Okay, smash burgers, obviously start off with that. It's #1 griddle meal. Everybody buys griddle to make these. I do it step by step. I have my favorite burger sauce, which doesn't have any ketchup. It's not as sweet. It's more onion and mustard based and mayo. Fried onion burger, I just made these the other day. I don't know why I don't make them more often. They're so good, so simple. Bacon onion smash, putting brown sugar in the onions with bacon. It's just another smash burger. Blue cheeseburger. Oh, I love blue cheese. And then the blue cheese sauce is after this, and you use this for wings too, but it's good on the burger with bacon. I don't have wings in this ebook because I've done them 4 times. They're not worth it on the griddle, in my opinion. Mushroom Swiss burger, Hawaiian burger is great. So, I mean, stuff like that I've tried, I don't put in here. It's real stuff that I've used. I don't like the taco smash burger. I'd rather have a taco or a smash burger. That's not in here. Inside Out burger is great. Another burger sauce. Mini sliders like White Castles on the griddle, that's worth your time. That's definitely doing it, especially if you get some dehydrated onions. Breakfast burger, you can't do this on a grill, right? So why not? Make yourself a burger, throw an egg down, put it on top. Italian patty melt is great. Then the regular patty melt is after that. I don't make enough patty melts. Those are awesome. Should make those more often. Easy Cowboy stir fry. This is great for meal prepping, hearty, lots of meat, veggies. Balsamic chicken stir fry, that's almost healthy. Almost, I mean, not quite, but almost. Basic chicken recipe, again, the videos are all linked below just to go over how I do chicken breast. Bacon onion chicken is like the bacon onion smash burger, but with chicken. Smothered chicken has onions, peppers, and mushrooms and provolone cheese. That's really good. Pineapple teriyaki is just a bunch of veggies, pineapple, chicken, make some rice on the side, and then I use Panda Express pineapple sauce I got from Kroger. That's great meal prep item as well. Chicken tenders are basically shake and bake chicken tenders. Put a decent amount of oil on the griddle, and then you shallow fry them. So you're shallow fry. So I don't do a lot of big frying anymore, but shallow fry works well. Steak, why not? You get a lot of surface contact with the steak. I think add some butter and thyme. Cowboy butter, chimichurri, pickled red onions are steak toppings, but they can be used on other stuff. The cowboy butter could go with the cowboy stir fry. The pickled red onions can go with really any of the tacos or Mexican recipes. Those are also good. Dogs, sausages, and sandwiches. We're rolling right through this thing. This is the whole ebook. I can't, you know, Italian sausage hoagie, that's a top 10 thing. I guess you could just pause it and get the recipes if you want, but it doesn't matter. I'm just trying to share everything I got here. Beer brats, bacon, potatoes, The link to buy the ebook will be in the description though. Cheese Whiz cheese steak, that's ground beef with Cheese Whiz, classic chopped cheese, where you're chopping a hamburger and onions up, putting it in a hoagie bun. Big Mick chopped cheese, they got the Big Mac, I got the Big Mick. Steakhouse chopped cheese is A1, and mushrooms. Chopped cheeses are easy on the griddle. You just grab a hoagie bun, chop up those burgers. Cheesesteaks, obviously, cook your cheesesteaks on low, wrap them in foil. That's my 2 tips. Chicken Philly, self-explanatory. Chorizo cheese steak is steak with chorizo and jalapenos on top. Reuben, just a great sandwich. It might be my favorite sandwich, now that I think about it. 3 cheese grilled cheese. Of course, you want to do some grilled cheese for the kids on your griddle. It's easy to do. You can do a lot of them at once. Pork chop sandwich, simple, underrated recipe. Love it. Texas toast. Ham and Swiss on rye, classic sandwich. Just wanted to put it in there. Oh, the old bologna, fried bologna sandwich. Yes, this one's underrated. Straight out of a bowling alley. Make this one fantastic. Kielbasa and veggies. This is the day before payday when you're running out of money. It's a cheap recipe. Gyros, buy the pre-shaved gyro meat. Make some gyros. The chicken gyros are real good. My wife loves those. Those are super simple, and then I can prep those ahead, and I also have a ziti recipe if you want to make your own, or oftentimes I'll just buy the pre-made stuff from the store. Either one's fine. Coney sauce, just why not? I have a Coney recipe, so why not make it if you want to have a Coney sauce recipe. Mexican, got a lot of tacos in here, but we're starting with the fajitas. I've updated the chicken fajita recipe recently. I really like the way it's turned out. Steak fajita recipe is pretty straightforward as well, but also if you just want to use a packet, just cook the meat, cook the peppers and onions, hit it with the packet, boom, good to go. But the other thing with fajitas is turn them into quesadillas. Turn the steak one into a steak fajita quesadilla. Chipotle chicken I just made for meal prep. So good, so smoky, delicious. Carne asada, easy, simple recipe for that. The tacos dorados is a top 10 recipe. I'd highly recommend doing that one. Crock pot birria, it's not really birria, it's a shredded beef taco. It's not authentic at all, but it is very good. It's a shredded beef taco, get the crunchy outside using the griddle, get the shredded beef in the crock pot. Bacon fried corn, this is Todd Tobin's famous recipe, but I adjusted it a little bit. It's a great recipe though. I would highly recommend giving it a try. We are next at the old quesadilla from Outback. When I worked at Outback, kind of adjusted that one. That's another good quesadilla. Pizza quesadilla, pretty self-explanatory. Pepperoni sauce, cheese, put it in a tortilla. Crunchwrap, I need to make more Crunchwraps. This is one thing I will say I think turned out better than Taco Bell. Like the fried rice, I don't know if it was better than a hibachi steakhouse, but it's just fun. But I think the Crunchwrap turned out better. So I go over how I make rice for fried rice. Go over chicken fried rice. Start off with easy hibachi. We're gonna use like pre-made rice if you want to, Uncle Ben's stuff. I do step-by-step instructions. This is a fun thing to do for a party or having friends over. Steak and shrimp fried rice. These are not viral recipes, you know, it's just stuff you're actually gonna make. Chicken fried rice, I make it a lot. We use it for prep. It's great. I'd highly recommend it. After that, we got the old pineapple shrimp fried rice. So we got like 4 or 5 fried rices in here. I would recommend them all. It's just utilize the space of the griddle. Egg roll in the bowl, this is a great one. No carbs, just a lot of veggies and meat. 2-ingredient naan if you want to make some naan bread, that's also good. Shrimp, I just kind of go over how I do shrimp on the griddle. Cooks fast, that's what you need to know. Talking about 2-3 minutes here. Vegetables, different ones cook at different pieces of time, depends on how you cut them. Popcorn's fun for the kids if you want to try that on the griddle with a dome and just open it up and there's all your popcorn. Onion volcano if you're really trying to step up your hibachi fried rice. A griddle brunch where I go over like step by step how I do brunch on the griddle and for the whole day and the day before and prep and stuff. And it's probably a little overkill, but maybe you want to make brunch and utilize your griddle and this is helpful for you. And you know, it's just how I do it. It's a lot. I don't know if everybody's going to use that, but you might. So follow that up with all the mistakes, like my biggest mistakes, my smash burger mistakes, my breakfast mistakes, and this is everything. This is the whole ebook. If you want to get it, it's $20. I'm going to put the QR code up on the screen. If you're watching on TV, you can scan it. It's in the description, or it'll be pinned in the comments as well. I know you can get all the recipes. You can just pause them, or you could go to my website, or you could go to my page. It's just collecting everything and organizing it for you with pictures and instructions, and hopefully you don't have to search the internet for any of your griddle questions. They're all in there. So if you think it's something you'd be interested in, great. Hopefully it helps you out. If not, you know, just keep watching my videos. I really appreciate that. Or if you just want to support the channel, this is a great way to just support the channel even though you don't need it because you're already a griddle expert. So I hope this was helpful. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, let me know. Again, it's in the description, it's in the QR code, and it's pinned in the comments. So have a good one. Keep on griddling, friends.